Okay, so welcome back to my channel. Ito na yung next part ng series na kung saan i-discuss natin yung HCPC UK registrations, which is ito yung first part ng HCPC PBNZ TTMR pathway. Now, for you to get started, punta ka lang sa website ng HCPC, which is hcpc-uk.org. So, ito yung website ng HCPC or the Health and Care Professionals Council. Punta ka lang ng registration and then getting on the register. So, with this, you got different options. So, wait lang ha. Liitan ko lang. Yeah, so you can see it clearly. So these are the application routes na maaari nyong puntahan, and these are the links na magiging helpful sa inyo when it comes to applying for HCPC UK. But most importantly, you'll just have to click on international applications. So once you're on this page, so dito makikita mo na yung general outline kung paano ka mag-a-apply dito sa HCPC UK. It's just fairly straightforward and kailangan mo lang i-upload yung mga hinihingi nila na documentations. It's case-to-case basis kung gaano karami yung documentations na nahihingin sa'yo. Kung sakali na less yung naipakita mo ng mga professional experience, then definitely you will be asked for more evidences. Pero kung naibigay mo naman ng in detailed yung mga documents na hinahanap nila, then there's no reason for them to actually scrutinize your documents much further, no? So puntahan mo lang tong eligibility to apply for registrations para malaman mo kung eligible ka ba talaga in the first place or not, okay? So but most importantly, kung may lisensya ka naman sa Pilipinas as a physical therapist and may professional experience ka na rin, most likely you'll be eligible to apply for these registrations. But just to be sure, you'll just have to click on it just in case magkaroon ng mga updates when it comes to the eligibility. Now, let's proceed with the documents that you have to prepare when it comes to this part of registration, no? As of the recording of this video, ito na yung compilations. Kinompile ko na para sa inyo yung mga dapat ninyong i-prepare. But just to be sure, kailangan nyo pa rin puntahan itong website na to para ma-check yung mga changes when it comes to the documents that you need to prepare para sa applications na to, no? But essentially, these are the main documents that you have to prepare for this registration. Number 1 would be current valid passport. Obviously, kailangan mo yan. Number 2 would be complete HCPC course information form. So saan mo makikita tong course information form na to, no? So just go to documents you need to prepare and certify, and then just click this course information form and professional qualification certificate. So i-click mo lang and dyan mo na makikita yung template for this document. So once downloaded, kailangan mo lang makipag-coordinate sa school mo and sila na mismo yung mag-accomplish ng form na to. So ano ba yung nilalaman ng HCPC course information na to? Ito yung itsura ng course information form for international applicants na kailangan yung ipa-accomplish sa university or sa school ninyo, no? Ito yung magiging reference ng HCPC UK para makita nila kung yung qualifications mo ba sa country of practice mo ay equivalent or maaari talagang i-convert sa UK registrations, no? So, details lang ng qualifications mo, ano yung mga subjects na kinuha mo, ano yung mga learning outcomes, ilang oras mo siyang na-complete, even the internship and clinical practices ay dito rin makikita, no? To be honest, isa ito sa nagpapatagal ng processes dahil nakadepende ito sa bilis ng school mo sa pag-accomplish ng document na to, no? Pero sa batch ninyo, once na mayroon ng isang nag-apply ng UK registration or ng HCPC, mabilis na. para sa ibang mga estudyante on that certain batch, napakabilis na dahil pare-parehas lang naman kayo ng course information. So, swerte mo kung sakali na mayroon nang nauna sa iyo mag-apply ng HCPC. No? Number 2, aside from the valid passport and this course information form, ay kailangan mo ng certified copy ng professional qualification certificate or yung course diploma mo. No? Kapag nakarinig ka ng certified, ibig sabihin ay notarized yan, or kung nasa Australia ka na, kailangan mong ipa-sign siya sa JP or other health professionals. No? Now, ang certifications ng documents ay nagva-vary per country. So when it comes to certifications of documents sa HCPC UK, sino-sino ba yung maaaring mag-certify? Healthcare professionals, registered healthcare professionals, lawyers. Kung nasa Pinas, notaryo, pwede nyo ipanotaryo yan, no? And kung nasa Australia ka, pwede yung registered health professionals. Pagdating naman sa New Zealand application, mas crucial sila sa certifications. As far as I know, Justice of Peace lang yung tinatanggap nila. Hindi sila tumatanggap ng mga healthcare professionals pag magpapacertify ka ng documents. Ibig sabihin na mas safe na kapag magpapacertify ka ng documents mo, make sure na notarized na talaga siya. Not by a registered health professionals. Mas okay na yung pinaka-highest degree na talaga yung magsa-certify ng documents mo. Kasi, let's say, for the sake lang na makapag-apply ka ng HCPC ay sa registered health professionals ka na nagpa-certify. Pagdating sa New Zealand, sa second process mo, magpapa-certify ka ulit dahil hindi tatanggapin ng New Zealand ang certified documents mo dahil health professional ang pumirma ng documents mo. So, mas maganda na sa umpisa pa lang ipanotaryo mo na lahat ng documents mo by a lawyer, and or pag nasa Australia ka or other countries na may Justice of Peace or equivalent, Justice of Peace na talaga. Aside from that, they explicitly mention kung ano yung dapat na makita nila sa mga certified documents. So number 1, ito yung statement na nakalagay talaga. I certify that this is a true copy of the original document seen by me. It should include their signature, their professional title, and their contact numbers or email addresses. Make sure, please, to read on to this page kung magpapa-certify na kayo ng mga documents ninyo. Next document would be English tests, no? So, puntahan natin yung English tests. Certificate of English Language Proficiency. Marami naman silang mga tests na ina-accept. Nag-accept sila ng mga IELTS Academics, General Tests, OET, and TOEFL ay nag-accept din sila, no? Pero, just letting you know ano ba yung suggested na English test. When it comes to the whole picture of this pathway, what I can suggest is you have to take the IELTS Academic. Bakit? Bakit IELTS Academics ang sinasuggest ko? Dahil pag nag-apply ka ng PBNZ, ng registrations mo sa New Zealand, kapag nag-apply ka ng TTMR, pag nag-apply ka ng 482 visa, kapag nag-apply ka ng 186, magagamit mo pa rin yan. Kung hindi pa expired, ha? Magagamit mo pa rin yan. Sa New Zealand, hindi nila tinatanggap ang IELTS general tests. Kapag physiotherapist ka, hindi nila tinatanggap yan. So, ang tinatanggap lang nila ay IELTS Academics. Para wala ng hassle, i-take mo na yung IELTS Academic and i-research mo kung accepted din ba sa New Zealand, sa TTMR, and sa HCPC yung TOEFL and OET. So, pumili ka ng English test na universally accepted sa lahat ng countries na a-applyan mo. Isa yan sa dapat may consider. Mahal ang English test. Napaka-expensive kung maraming English test ka pa na iti-take para lang ma-satisfy mo yung requirement ng bawat countries. Mas okay na mag-take ka na ng isang English test na universally accepted ng lahat ng countries na applyan mo. So, I really suggest IELTS Academic. So nasa screen natin ngayon yung mga minimum scores ng IELTS, TOEFL, and OET na kailangan ninyong ma-meet para masatisfy ninyo yung English requirement ng bawat applications for this pathway. And here are the other documents that HCPC can potentially ask for this registration. Your transcript of records, clinical placement hours and areas, internship evidence, employment history and references, and professional registration status, and certificate of good standing or COGS from PRC. So when it comes to uploading your documents, dapat lahat ng documents mo ay machine readable. Ibig sabihin, kapag binuksan mo yung PDF, normal PDF buksan mo, dapat lahat ng text sa PDF mo ay na-highlight. Hindi pa pwedeng picture lang siya na nasa PDF, no? Maraming websites online na pwede mo siyang i-convert from PDF into a machine readable format. Or kung meron ka namang Adobe Reader na full version, maaari mo rin siyang i-convert directly dun sa PDF Acrobat na yun, no? To make sure na lahat ng i-upload nyo na documents ay machine readable or na-highlight. Most likely gumagamit ang UK ng AI or ina-upload nila yung documents mo sa mga plagiarism checker para ma-detect kung gaano ka genuine yung documents mo. So you have to make sure lahat ng documents nyo ay nagpa-follow sa format na to, no? And dapat wala daw siyang password. Lahat ng PDF nyo dapat ay walang password. Lastly, Standards of Proficient Mapping Document. So ano ba itong Standards of Proficient Mapping Document? Sorry guys, nasa Australia ako. Ano ba yung hinahanap para dito sa documents na to, no? So, itong mapping documents ay magpapakita daw ng mga areas of standards as physical therapist sa country of experience mo. Ano daw yung part ng career mo na mag-highlight ng mga qualifications, nung educations mo, nung training and professional experience, and parang ima-match dapat nila yung standards of practice nila sa UK. So, dapat ito yung document na magpapatunay na yung qualifications and professional experience mo ay in line with their professional standard. Lahat ng details ay makikita dito sa page na to. So make sure to access this page. So when you scroll down, makikita nyo, pwede nyo i-download yung PDF version ng guide kung paano siya i-accomplish. And may mga specific documents dito na kailangan i-download. Siyempre, piliin nyo lang yung physiotherapist para makuha nyo yung template. Now, magkano ba ang magagastos mo sa registration na to? Alamin natin yung breakdown ng cost ng registration na to. No? Number 1 ay kailangan mong prepare ng initial scrutiny fee. So, ibig sabihin yung scrutiny fee ay yung initial assessment nila. No? Bago mo ma-successfully upload and lodge yung applications mo, kailangan mo magbayad ng scrutiny fee. Ang cost ng scrutiny fee for overseas physiotherapist ay nasa £639 to £678. And for registrations, kailangan mo naman magbayad ng around £120. And as of the recording and posting of this video, from the website of HCPC, it's gonna take around 4 to 5 months to assess your application and yung first decision. It's gonna take, the average processing time for this registration is around 4 to 6 months, 4 to 5 months for the assessment and the first decision. Maybe give a little bit of more time for them to complete your application and registration. So roughly around 4 to 6 months, which is actually much faster as compared to the previous year na kung saan nagkaroon ng mga backlogs pagdating sa mga application. So, ayan lang naman yung basic outline kung paano kayo mag-a-apply ng HCPC UK. And maganda talagang resource itong website kasi very straightforward. Nandito na makikita nyo talaga yung outlines, kung ano-ano yung mga steps, ano-ano yung mga documents na kailangan nyo i-prepare, what would you expect in every steps, ano yung timeline, kung paano nila i-review yung mga documentations nyo, ano yung mga possible documents. But it would also be helpful for you kung mag-join ka sa mga Facebook groups available para dito sa HCPC. Doon ka rin makakuha ng mga tips and tricks kung paano nila ginagawa yung mga document and ano-ano yung mga pwede mong ilagay ng mga details sa mga documents na ina-upload ninyo, no? And lastly, doon mo rin makikita yung current processing time. Kung nasusunod ba yung 4 to 6 months, 4 to 5 months, or mas mabilis ba siya, or mas matagal dahil marami nag-a-apply. And ayan, sa next video, pag-uusapan naman natin yung PBNZ registrations. Mas mabilis siya. So, kapag natapos mo na itong HCPC na to, mas confident ka na for sure para mag-apply sa next step. And closer ka na talaga para makuha mo yung Australian Physio license mo. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure to like this video. Make sure to comment kung may mga questions ka pagdating sa applications and para ma-notify ka na rin para sa next video natin. No? I'll see you on my next video. Bye!